Michelob brand surprisingly dates back to 1896, when Adolphus Busch first developed the pale lager. The beer didn't receive mass production though until the early 1960s. By the early 2000s, few beer drinkers turned to Michelob, so Budweiser released Michelob Ultra in 2002 and marketed it as a low-carb beer for health-conscious consumers. But does the lack of carbs and calories also come with a lack of taste? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews. What up, guys? Yeah, today we have the good old Michelob Ultra, and before I get into this, I just want to say the backdrop is a little different. I'm still working on it. This is actually a backdrop for a different station, a different channel that I'm working on, and if you want to check out the new station, it'd be great. It's kind of a mixture of booze, and I have like an LA model and beauty stuff. Basically, I'm reviewing her products, and she reviews the booze and everything that I pick out. It's actually pretty cool. It's really fun. So if you want to check it out, that'd be awesome. But I just want to kind of explain what's going on in the back. Anyways, we're going to get into this Michelob Ultra. I can't even remember if I've actually had Michelob Ultra before. So, usually when I see a beer that has like 90 calories, there's usually a reason why there's only 90 calories, and it's because there's absolutely no flavor. So we're gonna see how that is. This thing is crystal clear. Like, this might be one of the clearer beers I have seen in a long time. But anyways, alright, let's get into this review and let's get into the smell. It's got a little lemon rind in there. It doesn't have that musky aroma that sometimes the over mass-produced Pilsners have, so that's nice. It's not like super crisp that you might want, but really, I think for what you're paying for it and everything, it's doable. But you don't get a lot out of the aroma. It kind of smells just like a basic Pilsner. You have that lemon rind. I'm not getting much out of it. And especially really once the carbonation, there's like no bubbles going on now. Really, I think if you want to get the smell out of it, you pretty much got to do it right away because I'm getting nothing out of it. So what I could smell at the time was alright, so I'm going to give it a half for that, but yeah, it doesn't smell bad, but now I can't really smell it at all. But anyways, alright, let's get into the taste. Surprisingly, alright, a few things. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't have a skunkiness. There's none of that kind of funky aftertaste that you get from a lot of other Pilsners. With that said, there's not much taste at all in here. It is very watered down. It is a very watery, almost water with beer flavoring added to it. There's not much going on, which, depending on the situation, might not be bad. Like if it's super duper hot out and you just want something ice cold and it maybe just doesn't have a lot of flavor in it, I get that sometimes. Okay, but there is not a lot of flavor going on. For what flavor there is, it's okay, but not a lot going on. So that's okay. You do have there's almost like a hint of a lemongrass. There's a subtle nuttiness to it, very, very slight, but it's in there. Oh, that did not go down right. And there, I mean, you get the wheat or whatever. You get that wheat. You don't get much. I mean, maybe like a hint of the lemon, like you're licking the lemon rind, but there's not a lot in there. You really have to kind of mine for flavors out of this thing. It's subtle, and then it's gone. It's really, if you don't like beer, if you don't like bitterness, if you don't like the way that micro beers are going, and you just want something to kind of hang out with the crowd, of course, if you don't like beer, you're probably not watching this. But this might be what you want, because there's not a lot going on with it. So, man. The rating is odd, because I don't know, I'll give it another half, because honestly, for the price point and for a mass-produced beer, you could really go bad with a Pilsner. Pilsners are really easy to screw up. And Michelob is the superior light beer. And it's not bad, honestly, for having 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. It still has 4.2% ABV, which isn't terrible for, nothing being in it. So, I don't know. You're pretty much either drinking this or Zima. So, I don't know. I'll give it a half. But, alright, next is value for price. And, it's not bad. Well, Michelob Ultra, you're going to pay a little more for the Mich Ultra than the, your Budweiser and your Coors and everything. And that's kind of what you're comparing it to. You pretty much got to peg this with a Bud Light or, a Miller Lite, something like that. That's the similar whatever. I think the taste here, for what it is, you don't have as much of the skunky or whatever that you might get in some of the other ones, especially if they've been sitting around for a while. It does have the dark glass, which I always appreciate. For some reason, there's a lot of light beers that they don't do that, and then that just adds to the not great flavor. But for value for price, it's not bad. You're paying a little more than your general beer or general mass-produced beer, but it's not bad, so I'll recommend it for value for price. Alright, next is distinction. How distinct is it from other beers or others in this category? You're basically putting it in with the light beer crowd. And, alright, for distinction, it doesn't have that skunkiness or whatever. The alcohol content is not bad. It's 4.2%. A lot of light beers kind of drop into the mid-3s. At that point, it's like, what's the point? That's only like 2% more than O'Doul's, because O'Doul's has like 1%. And flavor-wise, so flavor-wise, it's a little better, but there's not much there. But although, to be fair, it's one of the lighter beers out there. It's 95 calories, and so if you want a real light beer that has it's real low, then yeah, sure. Because I think like a Bud Light has like 110, 115 calories. I'm gonna have to look that up, but it's right around there. So if you're gonna be drinking 8 of these, although that kind of shoots your diet, but still. So I'll recommend it for distinction against the other light beers, mass-produced light beers. And alright, next category is drinkability. Would I be able to, go through these or a couple of these at a time? There would be absolutely no problem with it, because it's basically like you're just drinking water. As long as it's cold, not going to have a problem just pounding these out. You can get a 12-pack, probably drink them all in a very short amount of time, and not even realize you drank beer, because you're not even going to have that extra taste in your mouth, because it just there's no taste there. So the drinkability, yeah, it's kind of like a watered down iced tea or whatever, or maybe even better example is water with lemon in it. You get that little hint of the lemon, it's there, but it doesn't take over. That's kind of what this is. It's basically water with a little hint of beer flavoring that doesn't take over. But drinkability, yeah, you can go through these, not a problem, so I'll recommend it for that. And alright, last category is, would I buy it again? For starters, I am not a light beer person. I feel like if you're going to drink a beer, you might as well get a real beer okay, so it has a few more calories and a few more carbs, but that's just me. So it's not something I go to the store and buy. If for whatever reason I was doing something where I needed to have a light beer for some reason, and there wasn't any of like the I think Sam Adams is a light beer, which isn't bad. Actually, the Tecate light beer is not bad either, but I think that's like 3.5% alcohol. So I'm gonna give it a half on would I buy it again. In the right circumstances, if I have to eat a light beer, sure, why not? But alright, that is the review of Michelob Ultra. It's ultra watery, not a lot of flavor, but the flavor's not bad for what it's got. But yeah, that's that. If well, a few things actually, a few housekeeping things. I discovered an app for buying beer at the store that will save you a lot of cash. I've actually been fiddling with this lately, and it's called like Ibotta. I don't know. I'll put a link in the bottom. But a lot of them, like, I'll go to the store and get like $3 back on all my beer, and that's, if you're drinking some beer, that's actually, it really adds up. And I've cashed out on this thing, so I know it's legit. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret that I kind of do sometimes. A lot of them will be like, they'll give you $2 back when you buy a 6-pack or something, right? Okay, not bad. But a lot of the times you go to like a Total Wine or whatever, what are those booze places are where you can buy like the singles. A lot of the times the barcode on the single is the same barcode that's on the box, and so you could just buy a single for like $1.50 and get $2 back. You're actually getting paid to drink. Now it doesn't work on all of them, and they kind of rotate what beers, whatever. When Guinness was on there, I was kind of having a field day. Maybe that's why I took it off. But definitely check it out. They got whiskey and wine. You get regular groceries, but who's using it for that? Like, I got $5 off on a Johnny Walker that I bought the other day. That's not bad. Get a Big Mac with your Johnny Walker now. But so yeah, check it out. It's save you some cash. Looking out for you that way. Also, if you want to just check out the new channel, I think you'll dig it. Just starting it up, and besides, there is some eye candy. You're not just staring at this mug the whole time. We got some eye candy going on. So, and it's just fun. It's it's a little different, but you still got the booze. You still stuck with me for a little bit, but I don't know. Check it out. Let me know what you think. If you like it, please subscribe. Please comment if you like it. If not, I don't know, send me an email or something. Tell them. But anyways, that will do it. If you could like this video and subscribe to this channel while you're at it, that'd be fantastic. And so for now, for me and Mr. Michelob Ultra, take it easy. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe to the station, and also check out my new channel. It's called The Adventures of B&G. It's got some nice eye candy with the Los Angeles model. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a combination of me exposing her to booze, beer, whiskey, whatever. I expose her to my world and she exposes me to hers. So it's a fun trip, and check it out.